Hello Sagittarius, this is October 2022. Ooh, just chucked my rubber band on the floor. Love and general reading, it's for you if you're Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising or Venus. I'm going to start with a couple of cards that are going to tell us how you're coming into the month. Okay, how are you coming into October? Ooh, hello. And also it will tell us where you've come from. So just, okay. Now, this is a general reading. It won't resonate with everybody, but it'll probably resonate with most of you, I reckon. If it really is your story, then there will be an extended as ever, and that link is always the first one in the description box. Saggy, you start with the moon. Woo. This is a slightly mysterious kind of vibe when you get the moon. It feels to me, and this has come up for a lot of signs this month, it feels to me as if where you're coming from is underwater almost. There's a sense of something being slightly concealed, slightly hidden. You know, it could be like we were in Mercury Retrograde and we're not out of it until the 2nd of October, and then we've got a few days for it to kind of come out of its shadowy phase. So this is quite a normal, feels like you're coming out of the quagmire, but at least it feels like you're coming out of it at last, okay? Something will come along that is just going to seed you a little bit of information. You get the moon card with the Page of Swords as to how you're coming into the month. Page of Swords, air signs usually Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, but also represents information, the message. So the pages in the castle were the people who would run around with the message, take it, deliver it. Page of Swords, very much the messenger, okay? Think Mercury. But it's the page, it's the most minor version of the message. So it's the beginning of something, the whispers of something. It can be social media or hearing something kind of very much via a third party, or even if that third party is electronic. It can be hearing or seeing something online. For some of you as well, in terms of career and business, or just your life actually, it can be your life online. So you may bring something more personal to social media, you may speak about something, express something. Social media very well starred for you here in October as well, particularly if that's what you do for a living. So that's how you're coming in. I also get Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio with the moon card because that's traditionally what it represents. But also feels, the feelings, Sagittarius, okay, feels. I would also say, because we've got an eclipse on the 25th of October and a full moon lunar eclipse on the 8th of November, it's not that long away. This is only 6 weeks away. I would say there's a denouement or a building or an ending to something that is a new beginning to something else, and it feels like something, it feels like something watery coming up and then okay? I know. You're getting all the mimes, Sag. You're getting all the mimes today. Let's have a looky, see what else we need to know about the month, and then we'll point down and we'll look at the cards on the table as well, so you can see the spread as it grows. Tell us more, lovely tarot. Tell us more. That moon card as well, it can be that there's been something, and I know that you did get in September, like something coming out or revelation. It could be that this has been held over a bit actually. 2 cards just fell on the floor. Oh, hello. Hello, you. Right. I've got my authoritarian voice on, Saggy. Right. Righty-ho. Oh, Saggy as well, do come and look at the Gemstars. This is my latest membership. My first ever membership that I've done. On the Gemstars, you can get individual card pull. You can also do, this is where I do my live streaming, so I do members only live streaming, and you can ask for a card. You also get exclusive pick a card readings, love readings, and you get my emojis designed by my brother, which are really cool and cute. So if you want to come and join us, the link is in the description box below. Saggy, you've got that King of Swords back again here. Hello, King of Swords. Now, you know, he's not, just look at his face. He's not someone you really want to be seated next to at the party. Well, if you're a Saggy, you probably don't want to go to a party where you're seated. But even so, okay, this guy is, he's a bit difficult. He can be, if it's to do with love, it can be somebody who is a bit difficult to know. They don't reveal themselves easily. It can also be like a side to somebody where they are being a bit shut down. Some of you where this is to do with love may have come into the month here with this moon card with a bit of a mysterious air hanging over a relationship. And again, when we have the Page of Swords, of course, in the middle of this is the Knight of Swords, but eventually the page looks to become the king. It's to become this kind of energy. It may also be that what started out as a whisper becomes a bit of a war cry or a shout or a yell. Next to this, we've got the Four of Cups. And again, love me a cosmic hand. We've got a cosmic hand here, Saggy. And the cosmic hand is being ignored. And again, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio vibes for this. Cosmic hand is being ignored by somebody. Whispers are being ignored by somebody. Things are quite suppressed by everybody, it seems. And out of this, the King of Swords, I don't know, normally you would say with the Page of Swords to the King of Swords that the message gets clearer, but I don't know if it does. Some of you may have come into this month dealing with somebody who's shut down or a bit difficult, or let's see. Tell us about this, please. Can we have a bit more information about this and where it's going? New cycle. I've been thinking this for you anyway, Saggy, for about 8 months, that you're somehow going into a new cycle. When you do, and I think you're in the process of it, look out for these full moons. And in fact, just look out for the moon cycle and the eclipses. We know we've got 25th of October and the 8th of November for eclipses, and that's it till next year. But also the full moons. Okay, look out for them. Get a moon diary or just Google it. But you are in for big change here. Ooh, yes. And it looks like you're going to like it. I know I sound really surprised, don't I? But actually I am. I'm not surprised, but I'm happy about it. Look. God, I've got my camera in such a weird position that the cards are almost going to be out the window by the time you can see them, Saggy. Just want you to be able to see the bottom row as well. 9 of Cups. Jupiter in Pisces. Jupiter is your ruler and Pisces is the sign that just can't say no. I don't do Pisces a disservice, I hope, because I am a double Pisces. Pisces, you know, we love a bit of cake, we love a bit of sleep, we love a bit of love. It's summer of love time. It's universal love, unconditional love. Love, 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 love is all around. When you put Jupiter also rules Pisces as well as you, Saggy. This is luck in getting what you want, but also the universe is crying out for you to indicate what you want. Honestly, if you have got some twerp who can't pitch up with any feelings, I'm not sure that would be what you want. And you may come to this realization, or you may have been coming to this realization about a situationship or about a person that, you know, if you're not ready to talk, If you don't know what your feelings are, that's not enough. It could even be somebody at work with King of Swords who's just yanking your chain too many times by not being clear. Sagittarians are very open in my experience. Very open. And I don't think you appreciate the closed book. You know, what's in that for you? Nothing, really. 4 of Cups. I think actually this might also be you. Just like, I've seen it, thanks. Or, I'm not going to bust it open if you don't want to tell me. Adios. Then this 9 of Cups, the universe says to you, okay, out of this, whatever this was, and this could be an ex, this could be somebody from the past or a situation from the past, or one that you've just had rumbling around, okay? The universe says, okay then, Sagittarius, what do you want? 9 of Cups, what do you want? Oh, yes. Look how yellow everything's getting. Can you see at the top that everything is like an icy blue colour? So everything is a bit frosty knickers really at the top, isn't it? It's kind of, I don't know, the colour of ice, the feeling of not moving, of not saying, of being given the cold shoulder or just not being into it. Some of you are not into someone, some of you are not into your job, you're just not into something anymore. Maybe you were, you know, maybe you were. That 4 of Cups is just like, meh. It's a meh feeling. And then underneath the yellow is warmth. Finally, it's fire. You are a fire sign, Sagittarius. And that fire can be suppressed for so long, but then it can't. And it comes out with, I do want this, or I do want to be happy, or I am going to be happy. 4 of Wands, 1111, the Twin Flames celebration card. We've got this lovely couple here. There is a portal to happiness opening for you in October. And there is a bit of an air of mystery about how on earth it happened, where it came from. Those of you that are single, you could meet somebody. Those of you that are with somebody who's worth having, they could really, really show up for you here. It's a card of celebration. You are there to be celebrated this month, Saggy, not put in the corner. Okay? No one puts baby in the corner. No one puts Sagittarius in the corner either. I mean, that's just that. Nice. 6 of Pentacles. Receiving. Now, normally with this card you say giving, because obviously this is someone giving alms to the poor. But I feel like this is your turn to be receiving. Sagittarians are usually very generous with their time, spirit, and often money, okay? Not very penny pinching in my experience. King of Swords, very much the opposite of this, okay? It feels like you're coming in for receiving something. Receiving love, receiving luck, oh my God. Mercury's retrograde while I'm making these videos, honestly. Luck and love, okay? Let's just keep it simple. 1 syllable, Gemma, 1 syllable. But importantly, you need to be in receiving mode, okay? Need to be in receiving mode. And this is very much along the principles of law of attraction, which is also the 9 of Cups. The universe says, tell me what you want. Tell me how you want it, if you feel like that. And then get into receiving mode. Because I want to give it to you. I want to give you what you want. Cool, you got some really nice cards along the bottom here. 3 of Wands, something building. Something has potential. Also with this wand energy, fire coming back. This can be fire coming back into a relationship. It's fire coming back into a situation. Creativity rising. Frankly, Sagittarius, you're getting your mojo back. I don't know where it's been, but I know for the last few readings, like last few months, maybe even bordering on back to January. The readings I've been doing to Sagittarius, that I've been inflicting on you, Saggy. The readings I've been inflicting on you poor Sagittarian souls have been so un-Sagittarian. But sometimes you do have periods in your life as a Sagittarius where you do have to do the boring bit, the serious stuff, you know, or where somebody takes down your mojo. And it usually is with, I'm pointing now, it usually is with Sagittarius that somebody else conspires to take down your mojo. You don't normally drop your own mojo because you're just so naturally mojo people. It's coming back at last. Okay, and hallelujah to that. This is nice. It's more sex, it's more love, it's more fun, more luck as well. There he is. Right. Knight of Swords. Okay, alongside this, and I'm going to call it now. I can call it. Whatever this is, and I think we had this last month as well with this moon card. There is a piece of information, there is a whisper on the breeze, if you want to call it that. Maybe about your King of Swords character, maybe about an ex, maybe about a boss, I don't know. Or your situation. And this whisper definitely gets picked up because we have Page of Swords, Knight of Swords, King of Swords. So it will become impossible to ignore, but also, and this is like a revelation or a piece of information, whichever way you look at it, which in the initial hearing of it or receiving it or realizing it might be a bit shocking. You might feel a bit, whoa, I wasn't expecting that, or I didn't know that. Okay, I'm just going to take a moment to still myself about this. For a few of you, this is an ex who you didn't know, honestly, that they could sink that low, whatever that was. You didn't know they could sink that low. For others of you, this is something you've been waiting to click into place. Maybe about someone you're currently seeing, a love situation or work or both. Something hasn't been in place for a while. And this grows. The news, it's like news spreading. But I feel like this news is so cleansing for your situation. Because finally the gates to the castle are unlocked. Okay? Unlocked. Then the Nine of Cups. Then the receiving. Oof, Saggy, I'm going to do... Now, let's have a look in the tarot cupboard before I say this. I've got to know that I can find it. Yeah, I'm going to do a couple of angel answers cards for you. Yes or no's type thing. So you can ask a question. I know. Let's just fiddly bop back. In the extended, I am going to look at Page of Swords, King of Swords, Knight of Swords. What is emerging? What do we need to know? I'm going to look at the other person in this equation. What's going on with them? Have they got any secrets, or how do they feel and what's going on with them? Okay. And also what's behind that moon card, because I quite want to know about that too. Right. Angel answers. Here we go. You have a question ready, and you can even like pause the video and then I'm going to come up with an answer. Okay. So number one, I'm going to do 3 of these. Oh, that's the one. Are you ready? Have your question ready. It can be about something in the reading or absolutely anything else. Pause it if you need to. Are you ready? Oh, okay. Improving health. Whatever you're asking about has impacted on your mental, physical, spiritual, or all of the above, because usually these things are all linked, health, and you're going to get some kind of improvement there. Now, it may be that this is all simultaneous, and that as the improvement in the health comes, so the rest of it fits together. You have a lot of yellow in this bottom row, which is luck and vitality as well, okay? So I'm going to say vitality is returning to you. Okay, number 2. This can be like an extension of number 1 or a brand new question, whichever you like. That one. Are you ready, Sagittarius? I love these. These are so straightforward sometimes. Yes. We don't need to extrapolate, and also good for me with my 1-syllable preference. We don't need to extrapolate too much meaning from this right now because it's a yes. You know, that's the whole point of that card, is that there's no messing. It's a yes. Okay, third part to the question. Are you ready? Oh, this is nice. Believe me, they're not all nice, these either. There are some, you know, real shockers in there. The situation will improve. I like that. Notice also that she's coming up from the deep, and when you get the moon card, I'm always put in mind of something coming out from the water and revealing itself, you know. Let's have an oracle card for you too. Very interested to know what you're going to get for this one, Saggy. I have a feeling, but let's see. So, Wisdom of the Oracle, Colette Baron Reid. What do we need to know for Sagittarius? Oof, hello. I'm going to do 2 actually. So you get round and round, and this is a reminder to you that life is not linear, particularly not for you at the moment. It's very much a spiral, and usually it's kind of spiraling up like a corkscrew. So that what you're needing to know or needing to hear is kind of going around the houses like a whisper, and then psh, up it comes. Oh wow, you get a lot. You're getting a lot of mollusks, okay? Because that is kind of a sea creature, if you look at that. And then you get blessed. The blessed prawn is what I call this, which looks a bit like a prawn. Now, remember, Saggy, and this is really important for you as well, because Sagittarians, and it may seem arrogant maybe, who cares, to other star signs, need to operate on an assumption of being blessed and lucky, because you are. But also because when you try and dull that down, or you try and think too hard, or make it hard work for yourself, that doesn't really work for you. That isn't your mojo, okay? So remember you're lucky, and remember to feel blessed and to walk around with that persona all the time. 9 of Cups. The universe hasn't been able to hear you for a while, and it wants you to be the loudest voice at the party of life, okay? It's like, yep. That's my Saggy. Okay. And even if you're quiet, it wants it to be internally loud. Okay, you don't need to be shouting it from the rooftops or standing on the table, but it wants it to be internally loud. Go the distance. The situation that you've got here isn't particularly quick. And that's not very fire signy because it takes its time. But at the same time, you need to have both patience, both patience and also the absolute conviction that it will turn out well, that you are blessed, that you are lucky, and you are the one. Okay? Gosh. Saggy, I'm going to go and do your extended reading now. We're going to look at the Page, the Knight, the King. We're going to look at that Four of Wands. We're going to see what's going on with your person and what's emerging from that Moon card that we need to look out for. I'll see you on the other side. Namaste.